I think it was also in 1940 where one of the most iconic ships was designed in a collaborative effort between Britain and US, and it is this lovely ship here, the Liberty ship. The Liberty ships were actually designed by Robert Cyril Thompson. He ran a shipbuilding firm in the United Kingdom, and the idea was to go to US in September 1940 and get merchant ships built there, because at that time, because of the happy time and them targeting the individual merchant ships, Germany was actually sinking a tonnage of around 350,000 tons a month. Nowhere close to Donitz's target of 500,000, but it's still enough to feel a pinch.
The Japanese would have begged for that kind of tonnage.
It's it's actually like even though with the losses and replacements, in June 1940, Britain's tonnage was 18.9 million tons in merchant shipping, and towards the end of September, net tonnage was now 18.8 million. It's not even amusing.
Yeah, you can sink as much as you want, but if they just keep producing more, eventually.
Yeah. So it's actually like Robert Cyril Thompson finally gets approval of a design that he has put, which would form the foundations for the Liberty ships. And this would be a ship that would be carrying 10,000 tons of cargo. And he would actually, they were like very cheap. So they were riveted together. The Liberty ships actually did not even use diesel, they use steam.
Yeah, economical.
Because, no, economical and easier to maintain.
Yep.
And each ship was supposed to, I think, cost like less than £100,000 or so to make it like kind of bang for the buck, you could say. And he was able to later work with one really prominent industrialist, Henry J. Kaiser, who was the only shipbuilder, well, not shipbuilder, like literally the only industrialist who took up the task for the Liberty ships, because no shipyard of the US was really willing to take it up, and they already had like their own naval contracts because the US is slowly starting to rearm itself. And Kaiser, in like late September and on of 1940, he is working to create his own shipyards in the six ships company, and later they would optimize it so goddamn much. I think the record speed for building an entire Liberty ship later in the war, I think it was 15 days from
That's
scratch to finish.
incredible. Yeah, that's incredible.
I know at peak production, and I think one shipyard was run by his son, and one was run by one of his, you could call him like a right hand man, and those guys kept competing to outdo each other, like who could build the ship the fastest. I think at one point it was three Liberty ships being launched every 2 days. You just can't compete with that.
Yep.
But like I now back to from doctrine and everything. One of the reasons Donitz's plans would to starve Britain out would never succeed was actually Britain's own food program that they launched.